With the morning traffic, the noise kind of picked up here at this Walmart. And you can see it's kind of foggy. But there are some blue skies up there, so this should be a great day. There's an oak garden entrance. Opie and I are heading east this morning toward Indiana's oldest state park, Charlestown. It's on the east side of Clarksville, about 20 miles or so, and it has a lot of history, so we're going to go check it out.
In a quarter mile, turn right onto Jersey Avenue.
Okay, this is the entrance or the parking area to the trail that goes to Rose Island. I'll tell you a little bit about that here in a few minutes. As soon as Opie and I find a good place to park. Well, when I was looking on the internet, I saw that this was the oldest park in Indiana, but I believe I was wrong. In fact, I was told I was wrong at the gate when they said this is relatively one of the newer parks. So this is what I would call a big city park. It's located so close to Louisville. It's really nice, it's fancy, look at this, we're walking on basically a one-lane paved road, and they consider this a trail. So where we're going is back to a place called Rose Island, which in the late 1800s and early 1900s, it was a summer resort. And there's supposed to be some remnants of it, and some of the more interesting stuff is still left, supposedly. So we're going to check that out. Are you kidding me? It's a paved road. Not quite what I'm used to. I guess this is one of the features of Rose Island, was the old suspension bridge that used to be across this little creek. But they've put a brand new one up, dedicated September 30, 2011. Okay, two things here. There's a picture of the old suspension bridge. And in 1937, floodwaters were up to that level. The flood of 37 destroyed a lot of things, including the Rose Island Resort. Let me give you an idea of the magnitude of that flood in 1937. You can see the marker up there at the top of the pole, which is the depth of the flood. And then let's swing this way, and there's the Ohio River. Yeah, I venture to guess that's 40 or 50 feet above the level of the river. That's just absolutely amazing. Check this out. There it is. about 25 feet above my head. And I'm not even near the level of the river. Alrighty, that was kind of a quick tour of Rose Island. A lot of history there. Just amazing the devastation that that flood of 1937 must have been to the entire, Ohio Valley. But anyway, now Opie and I get to head back up that incline. I made fun of it coming at the warning, but honestly, it is a very steep descent, and then of course now we got to go back up it. Anyway, thanks for coming along. See you later on today. Well, Opie and I have left Charlestown State Park, and we're heading to Clark State Forest. And that's where I got my wires crossed. Clark State Forest is the oldest state forest in the state. So we want to go check that out and see what that's like. Well, I thought this was pretty wild. Driving through the state forest, Clark State Forest here, and we found this. Splitting the forest right down the middle is I-65. Well, this is a nice campground, and it looks like I'd have it all to myself. But there's just one problem. Listen. I don't think the Walmart parking lot last night was this loud. The interstate is literally 100 yards in that direction. So this is just going to be too loud for me. I think I'm going to head to another state forest. Let you know which one here in a little while. First impression is this is more like what I'm looking for, but we'll see. This is a pretty nice little state forest, but it has one little problem, and that is there is zero cell reception, and I don't have an inReach or any means of communications. So that is a game changer for me. So we'll be heading on to another place. Well, Opie and I are now at Shirley Creek Trailhead, which is the little horse camp at the trailhead to the Shirley Creek Trail in the Hoosier National Forest. And it's a nice little place. It's free, and and it's quiet. But like some of the other places we've been today, it has 0 cell reception. So we're going to have to move on again, which is kind of frustrating. Definitely going to have to look into a satellite device, so if we need communications, we'll be able to get it. But I think we're just going to move on up the road again. Well, we finally ended up at Martin State Forest, which is a really nice little forest right outside of Shoals, Indiana. You can see Oak back there. He is sacked out. But we drove quite a bit today, but we saw a lot of nice little areas. And I'm definitely going to have to do something about getting some communication capability. But anyway, thanks for coming along with us, and I'm going to call it a night. We'll see you on the next one. Later.